Hi, this is Zarka from Magpie Gemstones, and I'm going to show you how to make ear wires. Make your own ear wires. Let me snip some wire and find my glasses. And here we go. Make sure you can see my hands. Yes, you can. Okay, so ear wires made yourself can really add a special element to your earrings. Everything's then handmade on the earrings, and you can embellish your ear wires to definitely be, something extra special. You can wrap wire on them. You can set a bead on them. You can wire wrap beads onto them. There's all different kinds of things you can do. There's also many different shapes of ear wires that you can do. There's if you do a Google video or image search, lots of different shapes and styles that you can create, and just get plain bending wire to get this. But we're going to just cover the basics, and all the other styles of ear wires you can adapt from this. So what we've got here is 20 gauge. 20 gauge is a common ear wire gauge. 21 gauge we find is, I like 21 gauge. 22 gauge is for very, very small ear holes. Also a really hard size wire to harden enough. If you're going to make 22 gauge or maybe even 21 gauge ear wires, use a hard wire. Not half hard, not dead soft, but use hard wire. I only buy dead soft wire, just because I don't like having that many different options available. I like to figure out how to do it with one. So this is soft wire, and I'll show you how to harden the earring wires after you make them. Okay, so we flush cut this end here with the flat side of our flush cutters, so that this is a flat this way. And then you want to make a loop. And the size of the loop, of course, is determined of where you stick it in your pliers. You make a bigger loop here, smaller loop here. And the size of the loop, you really need to take into account the earring design. So if the earring has a really large wire on the top, you need to make this loop bigger, of course. So you choose a spot on your pliers, make the loop, and that's it for that. You can bend them back so that the loop comes straight up off of the wire. See that? Or you can have it where it was before. Either is fine. The design is up to you, as long as you replicate it on the other ear wire exactly. So I'd like to take the fattest part of my rubbers to make the rounded part for the part that goes through your ear. And then I curl this with my fingernail down for as long as I want to make the ear wire. I like to make them about 1/3 of the length to 1/2 of the length of the earring, because I have this theory that longer earrings will get stuck on your shoulder or in a collar of a necklace, collar on your neck, and possibly could push out, and the longer ear wire will hold it in. Not too many people will put backs on their ear wires, and so longer ear wire will protect a longer earring. So then I snip at the length that I want it to be, making sure that this is flat, and there I have one ear wire. So I need to make another that matches exactly. And I snip, this is flat, I go to the same spot on the pliers, make a loop, pull it back until it's standing straight up on the edge of the wire. Use the fattest part of my rubbers, make the loop for the ear, pull it down, and then I set this ear wire and that ear wire right next to one another, so that when I snip, flat part towards the earring, they're both exactly the same. Now you could do this 100 times, have 100 pairs, well, I guess 50 pairs of earrings, and stick them all in a tumbler. A tumbler is a great way to harden wire. I find that I need to make every pair different, depending on the earrings I just made, and I'm not going to know what that is until I've made the earrings. So I like to make my ear wires one set at a time, or maybe a couple sets at a time. I like to hammer with my domed hammer, curved face, this part that links through the earring, because I think it gives it a nice look, and it also hardens it. And you want it to be hard because it's going to be hanging onto the earring. And do the same. I open these up a little bit to do that so that I'm not hammering any other part of the ear wire but that. Okay. So at this point we have a set of ear wires that match, but they're still too soft because they're copper. They're going to lose their structure. I'm going to reform this one because I didn't like what happened there. And they're going to lose their structure over time if they go out this way. So at this point we can harden them with a nylon hammer. And when you hit it with a nylon hammer, it hardens it, but it doesn't change the shape. Or you can use I forgot the name of this one. Again, nylon hammer. It's made out of rawhide, I believe, or possibly a plastic. Rawhide, it says. You can use that as well. I don't like to do either. I don't know why. That's just the way I taught myself to do this. I only had a few tools and I had to improvise, and I like my improvisations. I like to stick mine in a piece of suede and use my hammer to hammer it. I can see the indentation in the suede of where my ear wires are, so I know exactly where to hit. I find it hardens them quicker, but maybe that's just me. Now they're nice and hard. Feel this end. If it feels sharp at all, I grab my Dremel, turn it on, I hold my Dremel down, and I run my ear wires around this outside part. The other option with ear wires is that you can use what's called, what are they called? It's not called a bead reamer. Oh, you guys know what it's called. Anyway, there's a cup. It's a burr cup on the end of a stick. You can also get a head for your Dremel that's exactly the same thing that will do it for you. And these come in different sizes. The cup burr comes in different sizes for different sizes of wire. And you set your wire in there and you just give it a couple twists and it's filed down. Now this burr cup is too big for this wire. So I kind of got to go out in a circle or buy the right burr cup. And then it's smooth. And then it won't cut when it goes through the ear. Some people use square wire for ear wires. Some people twist square wire. It's really up to you. You know, see what works for you. But this is the basics of ear wires, and hope that helped. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to answer them in another video. Thanks. Bye.